What an amazing 2024 we've had. Where will God lead us to in 2025? Let's take a step back. The reason why we're all here, our mission is we gather here to know God and make God known. Now imagine a tree and the roots are our core values: God desiring, faith, love, stewardship, humility. As we are rooted in these core values, imagine ourselves branching upwards towards our vision 2030. We're going to have the best governments and community partnerships. We're going to see vibrant, functional community where everyone experiences God. We're going to become a hub of missions and spiritual training. And finally, a church without borders. How do we get to Vision 2030? Well, this year in 2024 was the year of belonging. In Christ we belong. And so after belonging comes believing. 2025 next year, when you believe, 2026 in His footsteps, we become and grow to be mature and intentional disciples. We'll raise up evangelists, teachers, elders. And so in 3 years, God will have helped our church to belong, believe, and become. After that, 2027, we won't just grow, but we'll glow. That'll be a year of shining like stars. Every group equipped to create communities and shine throughout Singapore. 2 church plantings being sent. 2028 is the goodness of God. We will celebrate the whole year together, our 40th anniversary as a church. 2029, grace upon grace. Through His grace, we will re-envision the next 10 years after that. And that's how we'll reach our Vision 2030. Now imagine a church where we are driven by prayer, where we see miracles, where people actually come to us because they know that our intercessory prayers, they work. Imagine ministries where everyone feels believed in, where everyone in our communities, we're growing together, calling each other higher to grow into Christ. And so because of these, our theme for 2025 is When You Believe. So the 2 pillars for next year in 2025 is, first of all, watch and pray. Colossians 4:2 tells us to devote ourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. The second pillar is transformational discipling. 2 Corinthians 3:18 says that we are being transformed into God's image with ever-increasing glory. So we're not interested anymore in organizing events that keep people occupied. We're interested in the business of God, and that's the business of prayer and the business of transformation. So what will these 2 pillars look like throughout 2025 next year? So for watch and pray, we will become Christians who really advance the kingdom through powerful belief in prayer. We're going to change the culture, the DNA of prayer in the church. And so we'll see months that's just dedicated exclusively to prayer in May, September, October. And so the whole church will come together on the 30th of May to have our first ever Punggol Prayer Night Walkathon. Together as a community, we're gonna march throughout Punggol and have a great prayer together for this neighborhood. We're gonna have, on zone level and small groups, everyone really growing and experiencing prayer as well. In terms of our second pillar, transformational discipling, we will become Christians who are transformed in our head, our heart, and our hands through the gospel. And so we'll have training classes for disciplers and small group leaders in different months to equip us to be able to disciple each other. Advancing the gospel to help us to learn how to bring the gospel out to people. And we'll have great workshops, including one with Vincent and Jane Sim from Kuala Lumpur, teaching us intentional discipling and intentional parenting. Brothers and sisters, do you believe your prayer life will change? Do you believe that you will experience life-changing discipling? We believe because we have the most amazing God. In 2025, when you believe.